Okay, this is how you handle bird. Stay in the middle, look at its toes, and you'll be fine. Just watch what I'm doing. Just staying in the middle, right? It has 3 attacks. The first and second attack combo into each other, so if you get hit by the first one, you're stunned, and you'll probably get hit by the second one. And to safely get hit, you can follow it when it's flying, like this. Just remember it does damage. You want to bind for your first burst when bird flies for the first time, because from my own experience, there's not enough time to let out all your damage once it spawns in. You want to bind after it flies because during flight, it's completely invincible. The other time it's also invincible is during test because it hides into the background. Notice how my Origin's final hit doesn't work because it's flying. So bird does 3 attacks, flies, and does that twice, and then test. And this is what test looks like. 4 portals spawn, and you have to find where it's peeking through. And here it is, and boom. After test, bird flies pretty quickly, so make sure to plan accordingly. Alright, next up is tiger, so you spawn in the middle, and if you have enough distance, he'll spawn right on top of you. And the way tiger works is you want to set up these giant pen nibs. Also, it does FMA the first time pretty quickly too. So right now I'm trying to position it to activate this pen nib, but it's too far. So I'm low-key panicking. It's not positioning where I want it to be, so I'm opting to do it on the other side. These small pen nibs are for cleansing those puddles. You could ignore them for the most part. Utilize these portals to get up and down quickly, then jumping down, because jumping down there's some slight delay and you risk getting hit. So see, it's still too far. Oh no, it wasn't. It was perfect. Never mind. Alright, so now that we have 2 of these giant pylons set up, we want to make a triangle with the one on the left. So I'm just making sure I don't get hit by tiger's attacks until then. Alright, so here I am, waiting for tiger to teleport to me. If there's multiple players on the map, it'll teleport to a random player, so make sure people aren't just all over the place. Alright, so here's tiger. I'm waiting for him to attack. Boom, he set up the triangle. So during this, you can do full damage while tiger is within the triangle. If you don't even bother setting up, or if tiger is not inside the triangle, you don't do full damage. You do a hell of a lot reduced damage. And this is when you would typically bind to. Here's what an ideal setup looks like. So for me, I stand in the middle, wait for him to teleport on top of me, like so. And now I'm waiting for him to attack, and then I'm going to jump up to the top right platform. He typically does FMA immediately after he spawns in, so you have to be pretty quick. Alright, so he's on top of me, now I'm waiting. I'm going to utilize this portal to jump down faster than actually jumping down, like that. And now I'm in the bottom right, waiting for him to come down, like that. And I'm now being very patient to, there you go, set up. So now it's time to party on top of him. I just jennying for, an example of what that looks like. You would typically bind here. And yeah, just wail on him. And make sure not to totally kill him because we're going to use this phase to hold him. So tiger has 5 moves. He has this stance or charge or something. I don't know what it does. He has a dash attack. He has kind of a combo move or a fake out. This front and back, which he does pretty quickly afterwards. And then this is FMA. So you want to call out tiger's position so you don't get hit by its FMA, which is a one-shot, and it covers the entire floor above or below. So the flow usually goes, he teleports on top of you and does 2 or 3 attacks and then teleports again. 1, 2, and he's going to teleport soon. And just because you're above tiger doesn't mean you're completely safe. His moves have a huge hitbox that will reach you up here. Notice I decide to fly above him just in case. So don't be caught sleeping. So again, utilize these door portals to go up and down quickly. And you can use these small pen nibs to cleanse any puddles by interacting. If you stand in these puddles, you get stunned after 4 ticks, and each tick makes the gauge go up. So the way party coordination goes is we all wait in the middle for tiger to come back on top of us. And once he does, we split to the left and to the right. That way we can cover for any strings that we may need to balance out the gauge properly. As you can see, I'm waiting up here, being very careful not to up the blue gauge anymore. And there you go, there's Tiger. So now we all jump back down to the middle, and we just do that back and forth over and over until our burst is ready for phase 2. Phase 2 is very simple. You wait for Kaling to spawn in, watch for the beam of light, pop Jenny, DPS. Once Jenny's about to expire, you origin bind and burst. Alright, so Kaling is spawning in. Beam of light, Jenny, DPS. Watch your Jenny for when it's about to expire, and once it's about to expire, you origin bind and burst and pray that you guys get out safely. Because you don't really want to play this phase. This map is huge. No one really knows what's happening. No one's really practiced it. Yeah, it's not a good time. And like that, you're already in phase 3.